Hey guys, thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell so you can be notified at every time we get a new video. Today we're going to be doing Know Your Opponent's Next Punch. Let's get started. When a beginner starts learning how to fight, one of the issues that they have is they get overwhelmed by when somebody's throwing attacks, okay? And they go, man, I don't know how to deal with that first punch, that second punch, so on and so forth. I get overwhelmed. How do I deal with that? How do I learn how to respond properly? I just feel like they're coming too quickly, okay? And how do I respond? So the first aspect of this is you must learn body mechanics. I always use the terminology when you drive. When you're driving down the street, and when you start at, like, you're 16 years old and you get your driver's license, you're driving down the street, you don't know how to respond when somebody hits their brakes all of a sudden or pulls out in front of you. But over time, you learn those behaviors. You learn how a car moves and you start to learn how to respond to those movements to the point where you could be, you know, your mind could not even be on driving and you're just kind of on autopilot. And when somebody does something, you just automatically do the right thing. It's the same thing in fighting. You have to learn body mechanics, okay? Just like the mechanics of driving and a person pulls out in front of you and you respond properly, it's the same thing with a fight. So with my partner here, when he's facing the camera, the first thing you want to do is you want to pay attention to their chest, okay? Paying attention, watching their chest is very important. You have to learn that when somebody moves this way, a punch, that's where this is going to be that type of punch, okay? So that's the first thing you have to understand is when you're at a punching and kicking distance, the first thing you need to do is you need to stare at the chest. Don't look at their eyes. Don't look anywhere else. You pay attention to their chest because their chest is your, what we call, focus point. The main point in the center of the eye, okay, is your focus point. The outside layer of your eye is your peripheral vision. When you're using when you have your focus points in the center and your peripheral vision is on the outside. This is a very important principle. So if you're in kicking and punching distance, okay, you use your focus point as on the chest. When I'm looking at his chest, when he starts to do a movement, I know that he's going to do I start to learn how he does a certain movement with his chest. I start to go, he's going to do this movement. He's going to do that movement. I can tell you all this information, but that's not enough. The next step to this is you have to develop a certain type of drill, okay? These drills that your coach, your fighting coach, and you may have is, for instance, you start off with your opponent, okay? And the first one you may do is you may do a jab cross. So 1 and 2. So what I'm doing is, if I'm paying attention to the chest, he throws that jab cross, I catch, maybe I nudge the second one. Catch, I slip the second one, okay? He throws the jab, 1, 2. I slip, you see? But what I'm doing is I'm looking right at the center of his chest, and his movement tells me this is a jab, this is a cross. So when your coach gives you an exercise like the basic jab cross, okay, you start to focus on the chest, focus on the body mechanics, focus on that movement, okay? So jab cross could be a basic one. Then you could do, for instance, a jab hook. So if he does jab, cross, and then hook, I cover, for instance, and that's one of the movements I could do. So when you start off with your opponent, with your partner, you want to go slow and build up. So he goes jab, cross, hook, 1, 2, and then maybe I'm just going to do the head shield. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3, and then I may feed him 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And over time, you start to get used to those movements, and you just add different combinations. Okay, so that's the first step. We have to focus on when we're doing these partner drills. We're paying attention to the chest. From the chest out, we start to identify attacks also with our peripheral vision. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step is you do your partner drill. The second step is you start to do focus mids, okay? Or you could just have your partner use his gloves, okay? So for instance, if he's doing the jab, if I'm doing the jab cross on him like this, okay? And all of a sudden he's just gonna throw a round punch, boom, and I cover that, and then maybe I come back in with an attack. We'll do it from this side, okay? So he could just even use his one hand, and I'm just going like this, and he does something, boom, boom, see? And I come back in, you see? And notice what I'm doing is I'm bringing my hand back to my guard when I'm doing this. So I'm going like this. He does something, bam, 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 bam. I'm hitting him in the face, and you see that, bam, and I come back. As soon as I do that cover, I come back. But the idea is I'm focusing on the body. Okay, I'm paying attention to the body. But in this case, I'm using mainly my peripheral vision to be able to start to identify. Okay, so now I'm going to have him do it. So he goes. Yep, see how he came right back in. You want to hit me. Bam, see that? Yeah. Yeah. See that? Yep, okay. Or we can do it with the focus mitts. Here we go with the focus mitts. So I could go like this. Yep. Ah, mixing it up. Okay, so that's for the hook. Now we'll do some body shots. Okay, so you go jab, cross, jab, boom. Yep. Boom. Yep. And I exaggerate a little bit with my attack so you can see it. Okay, so that's all body positions. I can also, when we go high, he could do body like a bob and weave. Okay, so we'll do high level bob and weave. Okay, so back and forth. Good. See it? He did a little low attack on the bottom. Good. Okay, now we're going to throw in a little mix. Okay, he's going to do bob and weave for the high, but he's going to do the body cover shields for the low. So we're going to go here. Good. Yep. That time he wasn't ready, so he covered. Good. Okay, now he's going to do whatever he wants to do. Round punches go to the body, or round punches going high. He can bob and weave the punch, okay, or he can cover the punch. Good. Good. Yeah, he's still covered up even though he ducked. That was good. Yep. Good. Yeah, he did a combination of both, but he did it right. He did good. That's the idea, okay? So first one is focus on the chest, okay? Then you do the drill where your punches down the center line, okay, jab crosses, and they throw attacks on the outside. This is gonna help you to develop the skill to respond to an opponent's punch, okay? And learn how to learn body mechanics. And then the next step would be to spar, okay? So the idea is these exercises, they're help to develop those skills to be able to adapt in a fight, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy that. Take these exercises and work on them. Comment down below if you have any questions about what we worked on today. You guys have a great day. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, thank you for checking out our video today. Comment down below if you have any questions about what we covered today. Go to our website, pinnaclecombatarts.com. There you can find out more about what I do and the classes that I provide. Thank you guys so much for your support and have a great day.